Welcome to the 20th edition of the Journal's That Was the Week That Was show, or What Went On in the Highlands Area This Week. Let's get started. Jacob Wright was elected the new Allegheny County School Board Chairman on Monday night, and almost immediately he ran into some opposition because he wanted to change an item's position on the agenda. Needing a unanimous vote to make the change, the former board chair, Randy Tucker, voted no. Tucker later said his last day on the board would be August 31st. Said Wright later, "I won't let you down."
Thank you all once again for allowing me to be the chair through these troubling times, and I won't let you down.
Some local observers thought that Superintendent of Allegheny County Schools, Eugene Kataka, might have gotten a salary issue resolved and reverse his decision to retire on September 30th, but that didn't happen.
I just want to say that I will stick to my retirement date on September 30th being my last day. I had an absolutely wonderful time here. We've had great leadership. I want to thank Randy Tucker. You can't go any place with an organization unless you have great leadership. And during the last 5 years, Randy has provided leadership to the division, and a lot of what we have to do is where we are, to be able to bring the board together to work as a unity, which I think has been fantastic. So.
On Tuesday night, Allegheny County Supervisor Cletus Nicely wanted his board to just walk away from area school consolidation talks. But that idea was quickly countered by other supervisors, including James Griffith and Joan Van Arsdale, with a few notes from County Administrator John Langford.
I just don't think the talks with the merger is a good thing. I think there's a lot of discontent on the board. I spoke to the representative for this board, Mr. Griffin, and Matt about this. And I think it's time that we walk away for now. We don't know what our finances are going to look like in the future. Even with the merger, it would cost us a tremendous amount of money that we don't have.
You're going to have to make some tough decisions. People are going to have to make those decisions because financially the community needs to pool its resources together to make the region successful. And that includes the fact that where you went to high school may not be a high school any longer. And you need to use some logic and be pragmatic about it and make a solid decision, not for the past, but for the future.
SLCC President John Renoni recently completed his 7th year as president, and Covington City Manager Crystal Onidas is about to complete her first year here as well. We'll see if we can get these two leaders to talk to the Journal about the future of their efforts soon. Jonathan Arrett was re-elected chairman of the Joint Board of Control of the Jackson River Technical Center on Thursday, and Director Glenn Spangler is trying to get his CNAs their certification tests as soon as possible.
We're hoping to get that in soon because we want our young ladies, and it's just ladies this year, that are in the class to be able to get that CNA certification so they can be out there working as a licensed certified nursing assistant.
Many Wrightsville community members and supporters turned out for a nice meet and greet event on Thursday. Herd and Profit engineers were on hand with documents and drawings to show everybody what's in store for the future as a result of a big $1.4 million community development block grant for the Wrightsville renovation project.
Well, I think it was a visionary idea and project to preserve as much of the community as possible in terms of its houses and also its landscape. So the grant afforded that because it looks at the infrastructure and housing. So it was a perfect match.
And finally today, Allegheny High School put on a nice COVID-19 compliant graduation ceremony on Saturday for more than 150 seniors. It was a warm and very windy day. Principal Dwayne Ross spoke briefly to the graduates.
Class of 2020, you made it. You're here. We love you. This is the end, but actually, it's just the beginning. It is time for you to go out and make your mark on the world.
Thanks for joining us today for the 20th show of this type. With more than 11,265 Facebook followers, your readership and viewership is very important to us. See you right here again next week.